Welcome to the Simply Incredible Podcast. I am Daryl, and if I had music, it would be The Boys Are Back in Town.
The boys are back in town.
And with us is for the first time in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Maybe 4.
me and you.
Yeah, man. I think it might have been 4.
Because I know
it feels like it.
I know it's been 4 without.
Yeah.
Without the PC?
Yeah.
Without one.
Yeah.
Without the PC.
Team Rezo George Hebner.
Thank you. It is so good to be back. I miss doing this, man.
Yeah, me too. And JPZ Inc. straight out of San Diego.
I'm still here.
And he was.
That's the masses. Sorry.
There were no masses for the D. There were the millions. And I could smell the breath. But anyway, let's see how this went. A few weeks we were out of town. A week you were out of town.
I was out of town.
And so, what did you do? Then our boring stuff.
Well, yeah, when you guys were just being bored there,
Bored
I was here
too.
working.
I actually had tears.
I was trying to keep from havhaving tears when I saw you guys like this. And every picture.
Happy,
We're
joy,
living your
joy,
dream,
happy,
Troy.
happy,
And I was
joy.
like, I hate them. I was so happy for you guys.
I sensed it a little bit. You know what? I could tell that Troy was
What?
really there because 20 minutes in, I had this nice bag that they gave me. It's a big, huge book bag. I put all my crap in. Handle broke. 20 minutes in, I was like, damn you, Troy Chapney.
I put the mojo on him and say, break.
And he had no issues whatsoever.
That's right.
Well, when I do his podcast, he offered me free tickets
Well, here's the thing.
on the JP's Incredible podcast.
I must have an announcement. I didn't want to tell anyone this, but this is actually not my podcast. It is the T Totally Terrific podcast.
The T Totally
starring,
Terrific. Welcome.
Troy Chamney. I am just the Ed McMahon over here to your Ralph Cramden. I can't think of my man's name right now.
The T Totally Terrific Troy podcast is so glad to have dear friends that I can interview about this San Diego comic thing. that
We're
you
glad
went
to be here with you
Yeah.
tonight.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, after almost 2 years, I'm finally giving you your due.
You guys don't understand. It's Daryl's podcast. It's the
Not
Simply
Daryl's
Incredible podcast. But if I talk to my kids, I don't take and give him credit. They go, Dad, hey, did you do your podcast tonight? Yeah, we did the podcast tonight. My, interchangeable with us. But if I say it in front of him, he goes,
Who's talking?
wait a minute, whose podcast?
Yeah, I mean, like he's halfway through a story, and all I'm fixated on is the beginning.
It's like, it's my podcast. This is his podcast.
Yeah. I mean,
Mine's a lot better.
because I was gonna have to get a rock and throw it through somebody's window.
Yep.
Oh, I've heard stories about that.
If you make me mad, I'll come back at night, wear a
That's
mask,
right.
throw a rock through your window.
That's right.
Ernest T. Bass, Andy Griffith taught me that. I took and also went to Holden Beach on vacation with the fam.
He held an entire beach.
Dude, I loved it. Let me tell you something. The 2 favorite weeks of my life every year are number 1, my vacation with my family at Holden Beach, and number 2, Christmas.
Oh, what? Champ Camp?
Champ Camp is in there, but it's got to be at least number 3. Holden Beach. I mean, here's what I do, right? My family gets all together. We go to Holden Beach down in Carolina, and we rent a house on the beach.
Champney Estate East?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the East Estates.
He didn't say North or South Carolina. He just owns the whole map.
Well, it's all Carolina.
There you
I got a
go.
big spread
There you
there.
go. He's like the Dakota.
My
The
Carolina.
Dakota. I got the Dakota. But what's on the agenda for the most part, when I wake up, I get a cup of coffee, and then the way the house is situated, the back deck is huge with nothing but rocking chairs, and we are on the beach. There's houses to the side of us, but it's just families, and sometimes like there's an empty lot over here, and these guys are not there for the week. They didn't rent that one out. I mean, it's like Champney Estates.
Yeah.
It is, and all we do is spend time together and de-stress. Drinking my coffee. We call it dolphin watching. We just sit there, and the whole agenda is like, let's just look for dolphins.
I tell you one thing I would love about that right off the bat is to have a nice balcony, beach there, but the rocking chairs.
That's
Because
awesome.
when I was growing up, we had rocking chairs on our front porch.
Yeah.
Me and my grandma, we just sat there, watch cars go by.
That's it, right?
Yeah, just
Love
chill. It was so
rock.
much fun.
Now, my wife, Krista, rocks incessantly. I mean, nonstop. The neighbors made a joke. They said, man, if you could figure out a way to hook that chair up to some kind of energy capturing source, you would not pay the electric company. Ring, ring, ring. Connor now, my boy, Connor is 14.
Who has been on the podcast?
And he's the best thing ever happened. to me. Awesome. Him and Riley.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was close.
He's the best son I've ever had.
Hey, Riley.
And but he's got Tourette's, real mild. So every now and then he'll tick.
It's why I've noticed that a little bit. I thought it was just maybe he was nervous on the podcast when I saw him.
It actually shows up more when he's nervous or stressed or tired,
Mhm.
to where he'll be like,
Yeah, being around someone like me would stress
make
you
this
out.
noise.
Yeah.
Connor, I hope you don't hate me for telling people that.
I wouldn't have said a thing.
He's a little OCD too. That's part of it,
Mhm.
and he is like got this thing. Like if he starts rocking in the chair,
Mhm.
it'll go from wang, 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 back and forth, and I'm like, Connor, chill.
You're gonna flip right over.
You're gonna go right over the back.
Been there, done that. It's not worth it.
Connor's so cool though. He takes it in stride. He's doing this thing like wang, wang. He goes, okay, sorry. Chill it down. Oh, I got a quick story about him too, right? At the beach, you know how you go into those beach shops, like surf shops or
Yeah.
like wings and that kind of stuff. Connor, he's not into too many things. A lot of stuff that I would think he would find would be cool, he'd be like, I don't care. That's cool for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, at the front desk or counter where they're glass and they got like knives and weapons, like like ninja stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had balisongs, butterfly knives, and we had watched a movie the week before where they had it, and he goes, "What is that? That is cool." I was like, "Ah, it's a balisong, man, butterfly knife." I said, "Yeah, dude, if we get a chance where I see one, we'll pick one up, man. I'll show you how to use it." Because you can do that. I said, "Yeah." We go there, and I buy him one, and he gets it, and I flip it open.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time in my life that I've seen Connor impressed with anything I've ever done, martial arts at all. He was like literally like,
Next is the nunchucks.
he goes, "That was cool." And I was like, and I'm feeling good, right? I'm like, yeah, check this out. Or I can do this. And I flip it and I give it back to him. I give him like a 5-minute lesson. I'm like, look, you hold it on the bite handle, flip it and it turns in your hand so it drops. Flip it again and capture, and then do it backwards to close. So you don't cut your hand. It's a single blade one.
Mm-hmm.
He gets it. Starts playing with it. And because he's Tourette's and OCD,
Mm-hmm.
he becomes like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. For the next day, he's like this. Ching, 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 ching. Now, 1 week later, he's got these moves that he's gotten off of YouTube. He goes, "Dad, check this out." And I'm like, "You're gonna have to teach me how to do the balisong."
I was hoping you're like, I used to go do that.
Oh, dude, no.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know better than the lie because all that's gonna end up with me cutting. Watch this. What kind of,
It's funny when you started, so I had to physically like,
Oh, dude.
oh darn. I mean, I still got it. I got it. I got myself shaving.
Kid is good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'll make a YouTube video and send it to you. Maybe you can include it in your stuff.
Sure.
So
That's awesome.
the beach was great.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Not as good as the San Diego thing. What is it that you did?
I went to Tijuana for the week. What'd you do?
Yeah, I went to
Tijuana?
I went to Target while I was there.
Mm.
It was a good Target.
It was a very good
It was a nice Target.
It was a very good Target.
Yeah, it was a 2-story
Don't
Target.
have any 2 stories in Lynchburg.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Figure that much.
Yeah. Yeah, and we even got the shopping cart to
Wait a
go
minute.
up there too.
They had a 2-story Target for real?
Yeah.
For real? Yeah.
Yeah. When you go upstairs, they have a little thing just for the cart, so the cart will go up its own little escalator.
Are we living in the future?
I was like, we got to the thing, how's this gonna work? How we get? What is that thing right there? We put it in like, oh hell!
That's amazing.
And then
Better than the Gilligan's Island. Hook it up!
yeah, they're always on that bike doing something, and then you put it
Coconut
back
cream
on
pie.
it, and it slowly goes back down.
Them and the Little Rascals, the most inventive groups on the planet.
Mhm.
The apocalypse hits, and you get to find the Little Rascals
Yeah.
or Gilligan's Island survivors.
They got a great horse, and it's got a nice back.
We call them Lady of the Evenings. Stop using that language.
But yeah, no one knows what that means.
Nah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I wanted to talk to you guys personally about some specific questions I had about
Because
the
he did
Comic-Con.
not watch our review.
Yes.
I was on vacation.
Excuses.
I know my hat.
Did I use the wrong eye again, group?
group?
Feel like Rocket. Wrong eye, dummy. We saw. Did it live up to what your hopes that it would be?
Worst con ever. I'm totally lying. It was the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And
it was
you
an
already
awesome
told
trip,
me-
Yeah.
What did you say? Best trip you ever taken?
Yeah, one of the best shows for sure. Yeah.
He told me best. He done push his wife right to the curb.
I couldn't say all that.
I know.
I
right?
mean,
He
all I
doesn't-
know is boom, 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 boom.
For the record, it was one of the best, honey.
Yes.
Yes, it was the one best. You hear what you want.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Everybody always says that the San Diego Comic Con is not so much about comic vendors anymore as it is about comic media, TV shows, movies, stuff like that. Is that what you guys found?
That's what I totally felt.
Somewhat. I mean, there was still a decent amount there, but the only thing I ever see at cons with comics is Gold and Silver Age stuff. So if you want anything modern, cons aren't the place to go for them.
Oh, I agree with that.
Well, I think Charlotte Heroes. I think you can find a good variety from beginning, all the way up to
I think
current.
so too at Heroes.
Now up there at San Diego, it was totally
Gold and silver.
yeah. I was gonna say maybe some bronze, but for the most part, it was silver and before.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you end up spending a piece? Grand total.
$12.15.
$1,250.
No, it was way more than that.
Right.
Was it more than $1,000?
Yeah, I would say from beginning to end, from plane tickets,
Oh, Lord, you
hotel,
throwing all that in, too.
all the
God.
way to the very end. It was probably around $3,500 for me.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
All right. How much did you spend at the con in stuff?
Okay, now are we including
Not food.
shipping?
All right.
Yeah, we're including shipping.
Split them up. Tell me both.
All right, my shipping is I had 2 shipments, and we did not do it at the con because it cost more to ship at the con. And where our hotel was, they had a FedEx. I mean, you go into the second floor, you walk out, boom, there's FedEx. So we went there, and my 2 shipments combined was about $220.
Okay.
Yep, mine was about 270.
How much did you spend in product?
In product, it was probably. Now this is going to include the pop vinyls that I had to get online.
Right.
It was probably around $1,500-$1,600.
I thought you would have done more than that because I did like 16, 17 myself.
Wow.
Well, you bought that expensive comic book.
Stop
That's true, that's
talking.
true.
Wow.
Mm.
These are my undercover rich friends.
Right.
Daryl, North Estates,
Let me just say
Dakota.
this. Let me just say this. Two weeks ago.
JPZ, Carolina.
2 weeks ago, I was one of your rich friends.
Right.
now,
used to
now,
be.
now I'm like,
I've traded in Christmas till 2048.
Yeah.
You're like this. You're like, honey, I'll vacuum the couch. I want to look at the cushions.
Maybe I left the candy bar.
So
Can we
eating
take back
things
the fries we didn't eat?
overrated. So eating things overrated.
How much you put the soda in my hand? How much of that? Just no cup.
No cup.
Now, one of my highlights there was it's eating at an In-N-Out Burger. I've been hearing
Talk
about
to me
this
about it.
place for years and
Me too.
years and years, and I'm like, this is not going to live up to it. And I go there, and first thing I notice, it's got a huge line in the drive-thru. You go in, you got another huge line.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's-
this is on
yeah.
like a Thursday?
Something like that. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday.
In-N-Out Burger, though.
Yeah. So my thought is, really, it's like this on a Thursday.
Right. Can you imagine on the weekend?
Yeah, and you go in, and I'm like, they're making everything fresh. They're cutting their ingredients up right there on the spot. And I ate this thing, I was like, oh, so good.
Was it good?
I loved it.
Kind of compare it to something that I might have known. Is it? I'm thinking Five Guys. Is it?
Uh-huh.
I think that's pretty much what you were comparing to. you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. Because I think In-N-Out used to be #1, and then Five Guys took the spot for
Mhm.
like best burger in the country. or
Okay.
something.
Five Guys is really good.
I mean, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, they only had, like 4 burgers on the menu?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and just
Which is
just
what it
fries.
should be.
Yeah.
I mean, they were churning the customers out. Bam,
Mhm.
bam, bam.
You know the other place I want to eat that I never have eaten? White Castle.
I've never eaten there either.
I don't want
Did you see one
onions
there?
on my burger.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want onions on them?
Yeah.
That's
You can't
it.
ask for them without?
I think that's just the way they,
I mean, I always
they give
thought-
you the little mini ones in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, 6 of them, I think it's just these little square little patties.
You can buy them frozen at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about
My brother
that.
got
That-
some frozen. I thought they were absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
That's why. That was what I was gonna think. It's like, dude, a frozen version of that's not
Now,
gonna be
my
the same.
brother was like,
No.
Is he a connoisseur of only good food
Yeah.
or a goat?
Hey, it's in front of him. Not for long.
All right, all right.
Now, as far as at the con, well, I know what your highlight is.
Oh wait, before we go on,
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you about. I had a great burger on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
When we were headed down, we stopped at a place in Asheboro, North Carolina called
Mhm.
The Table, and it looks like one of these things that they would showcase on drive-in diners and dives.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in. They had a brisket sandwich that was literally tied as my favorite sandwich of all time. The other sandwich that would be up there, there's a place in Vegas called the Earl of Sandwich. The best. Like, we even checked in.
I mean, they invented it, the Earl Sandwich.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy good.
Yeah.
We did one that was like a turkey gobbler, you know, where it had like turkey and cranberry sauce, like a Thanksgiving
I
thing.
think you were telling me about that one time.
Unreal. Well, this brisket sandwich, I mean, melt in your mouth. We spent $50 there, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, can we have another one before we go? Incredible. So, that was my In-N-Out burger.
Well, you mentioned, was it diners, dives, and digs and dives?
Yeah.
But there's a place in...
Drive-ins, diners, and dives.
Yeah, in San Diego, you know, Guy went there.
Yeah.
Guy Ferretti.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go there so bad, but the closest one was a long ways away.
Ah.
So we're like, I didn't get to go there.
How far, like...
I mean, dude, it was probably 6-8 blocks from the con.
I gotcha.
And, you know, it's one of those things, if like something dropped me off right there at it, I would have definitely have gone.
Did you guys do taxis while you were there or
No,
anything like that?
everything was bus.
Yeah, they had shuttles from the
Yeah,
hotel
everything was
straight
shuttle. And when we did do shuttle, when we walked to Target and stuff like that to get stuff, it was, just over half mile from the hotel.
there. Yeah,
Dude.
about.
I mean, I never went outside of that, like a mile from the hotel.
Oh, I gotcha. That's cool. That's cool.
And I did stop at the UFC gym. Somebody kept talking about wanting to go, but they never went. But
Did you go?
Yeah, I went there and I hung out with the guys, and I cannot remember my guy's name that was there. And we talked for about 20 minutes.
Was he Star?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's just the guy that ran the place, and good shape dude.
Oh, yeah.
Former Air Force. So
Okay.
thank you for your service, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Man.
And so we talked, and I was like, yeah, I might come in and train. He's like, dude, come on in, let me know. Just text me tonight if you want to come in tomorrow. I have a VIP pass for you. Just come on in.
Thanks.
That is cool. Now, why didn't you go in?
I just never got around to it.
So, like, there was a lot of times, it's like, hey, you go do your thing, I'll meet you in an hour.
I needed some Tylenol because my hips and knees every morning, they hurt really bad. And I was out, so I was like, I've got to go.
Oh, yeah.
So I went. There's a grocery store, like, again, right across the street from us practically. So I went over there, and it's like, well, that's right beside it.
So you just went in.
So I was going in, check it out.
Cool. They have a training facility for, like, a cage and all of that.
They got the cage right dead center in the middle. You got UFC right on it.
And then a weight room all around it. Cardio machines.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
had cardio upstairs. They had some weights like over to maybe like straight behind. I had like 3-4 lines of heavy bags over there.
How packed were they? Little?
Well,
none?
this was pretty close to toward the evening.
Oh, okay.
Well, they was probably getting ready to close up shop, not maybe last class of the day or something.
Right.
And so it wasn't that many.
Okay.
I checked out their schedule though. I mean, they're going all day long with classes between cardio kickboxing, and they have like the advanced technique kickboxing. I think there's at least 2 to 3 jiu-jitsu classes a day.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Dude.
turning them out up there.
I knew that at the beginning I was thinking that they were going to just have, you know, guys that were maybe retired. This is going to be one of their things that they could be an owner. They didn't have to teach every day, but you know, but it's kind of just like a Gold's Gym or
Yeah, they're all
something
over
like
the
that.
country.
Yeah, they're all over now.
Okay, my guy's name was Justin Talifi.
Talifi, good friend of mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
UFC gym owner.
So I wouldn't know because, you know, that name is so common. I put UFC gym beside his name so that way I would know.
Now,
I didn't want to get him confused with all the other Justin Talifis I know.
That's all right.
I will say
And
this.
I do know I'm
I did
mispronouncing.
look at a bunch of your
apologize.
Facebook posts and saw the pictures of like the statues that you guys were taking,
Yeah.
and that's when I got jealous.
Yeah.
That's some incredible
I mean,
stuff.
I thought the one that caught my eye the most was a Thanos. And I'm just like, oh my
Why?
god! Dude,
Size?
Yeah, you see it. It's about yay big. You know, pretty good sized statue. You know, he's kind of sitting there. You know, and you just see the glove on there. It's got the jewels on there.
How much?
It was $1,200. They still have that, by the way. If you need that. I mean, you just look around all these just gorgeous statues. That's Sideshow Collectibles that
Sideshow,
have
and that's
these.
what we walked into first thing.
Yeah,
right in
first
front
thing
of
you
us.
walk into, and you're just like, I mean, I had a plan
And then I
of
get
things
shot.
I want, and immediately it's gone that quick.
It's overwhelming when you walk in there, and as far as your eyes can see, nerdery.
Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere.
Now, how many convention halls was it? Like when we go to the concrete one, I mean, it's all like you have this huge thing,
Mhm.
and then you go through a doorway, another one,
Mhm.
a doorway, another one.
Mhm.
How many of those did they have for?
It was the bottom floor was the exhibition where all the vendors are, and then upstairs it was just room after room after room.
Yeah. And then they
room for what?
Panels.
Yeah,
Panels.
they had panels. One place I had just a bunch of people autographing. Amber Dawn Fox from The Walking Dead.
I saw your picture.
Yeah,
I saw
she
it.
was there, and a lot of people signing. But I later found out right there is where I could have. I believe that's where we could have got tickets to get autographs from some of the panel people,
Mm-hmm.
like the Big Bang Theory. I saw that crew there.
When you say tickets, did you have to buy them, or people put into a lottery?
No,
or-
I believe you could just go up and bought tickets to go to the.
I don't
the
think you have to
WB.
buy them. You just get in line. It's like first come first serve.
In other
Really?
words, so there's not like a push and shove thing. It's like they're already sold
Yeah,
out.
so you get bands for it, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so and so at least next year we know that. But I mean, there's tons of panels going on all day long, and some of the different hotels right there beside it also had stuff going on.
Yeah, they had a little.
And we never got to those. We later found, at least I later found out that apparently, because I was looking for T-shirts, I would just assume, now this is just being dumb all day apparently, that they would have a booth right there when you first walk in selling T-shirts.
Dude, I would have too.
But apparently, no. Apparently, you had to pre-order them, and I later found out that I believe at the Marriott down the street, Marriott, not Marriott, the Marriott down the street, that they apparently had stuff. If I had known that, I'm like, darn, I would have got me a T-shirt.
I would've-
It was all a learning experience,
Yeah.
though. We kind of got a game plan if we go back.
That's why I wanted you guys to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not telling you anything.
Yeah.
You're figuring it out on your own.
Yeah.
Kill you.
Yeah.
You have fun. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Boots.
Yeah. Now the crowds, like especially up where that Warner Brothers booth is, you're trying to walk around. It's when the celebrities come out, you ain't moving.
Yeah, good luck. It's
You
shoulder to
are
shoulder.
not moving. And there's a guy there's like, keep moving, keep moving. It ain't happening.
It's like,
Uh-huh.
dude, how do I move?
Yeah.
The ocean stopped.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
How cool was the panel you went to, the Aero panel?
That was very cool. That was a good
Yeah.
close to the
And let me see. Go ahead, you talk about that for 1 second. while
Yeah,
find
I
this.
didn't think we were going to get in. It was about an hour before the panel starts, and I was like, you would have had to have camped out for a good 5 to 6 hours to get into this. There's no way we're getting in. But we walked out to where the line started, and there was nobody at the beginning of the line, so I was like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
stand a chance. We might be all right. Because she was holding the sign, Ballroom 20 is where the panel was.
Yeah.
And we just walked right in line. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
But then we turn a corner,
Then the
and
corner.
it's as far as you can see down the side of the building.
And you see probably
Curses,
You probably
foiled.
see like 20 tents,
Yeah.
and in each tent you go in, you do a little
Little
maze,
zigzag.
you go to the next
Like
tent,
Scaremare?
a little maze to the next tent, and there's probably like 20 of them. Now here's the thing.
I don't know why they do that.
Well, either that or you just gotta have this line keep on going for
Uh-huh.
a really long ways, and there's not a lot more ways to go
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
But-
But the tents, I don't understand. Why don't they just make you zigzag in the open?
because it's really hot outside and it's sunny.
Oh, it's outside. Gotcha.
Yeah, you see this girl right here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was like 3 people behind us, maybe 4 people behind us. She gave up.
Mm-hmm.
She could have made it into the Aero panel.
That may have been one of the reasons.
Cosplayed
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
She's dressed as
See,
Aero.
you see me get closer because I can't see this and that because I'm that way. And I'm lazy. He's going to trip.
Tell me when.
A little more.
Smidge more. There you go. I think they can see that pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pretty decent cosplay.
Check
too.
out the guy behind him in the Flash shirt. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I want that.
Is that Connor?
It's
Was that-
Connor.
Is that Connor?
Yeah.
Uh,
Good job, Con.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? He flashed in there. Stop flashing out.
Yeah, he's quick.
The flash panel was right before Arrow. We didn't get to see that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, we missed the Aero panel.
But
I mean, flash panel, excuse me. Missed the
I think
flash
one of the
panel.
reasons we got in is so many people started giving up. They started dropping like flies there
Yeah.
towards the end. I was like,
Now,
get
I'll
out
tell you
of
what
it.
was funny. As we're starting with this amazing, and I kept looking at him and go, look, someone else just got broken. They couldn't
They
handle
broke.
it.
It's
And
right.
they left. And before we got to the door, to actually go inside, and then you have another long line to get
Uh-huh.
inside. I was like, I'm getting close to breaking myself.
What was the total time?
The panel ended at like 6:30. He's like, I'm not getting out of this line until 6:30
Yep.
when they walk out of the panel. If
Yeah.
there's a shot, I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying, how long was it from the time you started the line until you got into where the panel was?
hour 20, hour 30.
Hour 30.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a last minute call just to
Yeah.
jump in line.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Now,
bad.
when you get right up to the door, again, there's another maze going up.
Mhm.
And, you know, when we're coming up that line, everything is moving. We're like, all right, we're getting in. 5 people from us getting in, line stops.
Yeah.
We're like,
So close.
I looked at the outside, are you kidding me?
that sucks.
And then
Then what happened?
they opened it back like, And then when you get in, they have people directing you where seats are.
Uh huh.
So
Could you buy a seat, like, and get
No.
a front row or something?
No,
Oh,
you
first
got
come,
to
first
sit in line.
First come, first serve,
Mhm.
even on getting the front of the line.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's not reserved
Nope.
or.
So we're walking in, and I'm like, I see, it's like there's two right there, there's two right over there, and there's a lady way down there. I mean, this is a huge ballroom, and I'm like, man, we can keep getting closer.
Mhm.
It looks huge on the video.
Yeah, and
Hell.
we end up getting pretty close.
4,000 people in that room.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah,
I mean, that's,
it's a good size. It's a good size ballroom.
Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stephen Amell and all those groups. Yeah, I'll let you gush over him
Oh yeah. Yeah.
because
man,
I
this
was
is
gushing
awesome.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually started watching Arrow.
Oh, nice.
I love that
nice.
show.
We have recruited him.
You didn't. Stephen did.
All right, well, tell me,
Again,
I
to
mean,
give
what,
up that
what was the
necklace.
panel like?
Yeah.
Seeing all these people, like,
Yeah,
danger
just sitting
close.
right there. It was totally cool.
Mhm.
We got in, I guess, about the last 20, 25 minutes.
That's
of
about
the
20,
panel.
25, yeah.
Yeah, and we came in, and the guy that surprised both of us was Curtis on the show.
Right?
What's his DC character name? I always forget.
You know my Diggle?
No.
Mr. Is it like Mr. Terrific or something like that?
Okay, apparently this is what he does. He can make his hair braid.
Yeah.
He's a black guy that can make his hair braid.
He's
See, I
the-
don't know because I'm not caught up on
Oh,
the
you're
last
not caught-
season.
Well, he's like a computer guy that works with Felicity a lot.
Okay.
I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and he
now,
like puts his
yeah.
hair in braids every time he goes out, and they're like, when all this stuff is going down, how do you braid your hair so fast to get into the action? Like, he's like, that's my superpower. My hair just goes. He was a really funny
But
guy. He was
the way
cracking jokes the whole time.
He said that he goes, how crazy would it be if you saw a black guy just sitting there and all of a sudden do this, and the hair just starts braiding? And I'm just like, I got to watch it for this guy. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool to see them like in there just themselves.
Normal.
You know, yeah.
How was Felicity to see her?
I only saw her answer one question,
Yeah.
but
But
she's a honey.
the,
She
win-
was
the,
honey
women,
and
the women's fight scene, go.
Oh yeah. They were talking about what was one of the chicks was like, you girls are a sign of female empowerment and stuff like that. And it's like, what are your hardest fights and stuff? And then the Curtis guy was like, I got this. Let me answer this one.
And I'm like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Now, what about Diggle? When he came out, was he just huge? 'Cause he
Okay,
looks
well,
huge on
we
the
didn't get to
show.
actually see him come out.
Yeah, we only caught like the last 20, so they were already into like answering
Yeah,
questions
alright.
and stuff.
They were already doing that? Okay, because that's why I was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean you only saw her answer one?
Yeah.
The panel was going, and you
Mhm.
were still trying to get in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like I say, it started at what, 5:30?
5:30. Yeah, we got in maybe like 6:10, something.
Yeah.
And how far away were you from the stage?
A little closer than midway, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you're definitely closer to midway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of empty chairs behind you?
It wasn't a ton of empty chairs, but it's like it's funny to me because I'm walking in and all
I'm
these
going in
people,
front.
and all these people have been here.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
No, I mean I'm sure they already sat down. They're like, okay, now you can come up now. So,
they did that one time. I was at a Chris Angel
I mean-
show, and we're way in the back, and
Mhm.
because there wasn't that many people, they pushed us to the front
Mhm.
to make it look more full. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it was really cool.
But then there's the one little girl
Go ahead.
that destroyed us all.
I think she was either 9 or 11. I want to say maybe 11.
Yeah, I
But
was thinking probably around 9 or 10, something like that. Yeah.
She said she was a cancer survivor, and at one point in Steven's career, he had made like a fight cancer kind of thing with like Arrow fighting cancer, like
Mhm.
in there and stuff. So she was like, do you have any plans to do that again, to release some more T-shirts? And he's
Yeah.
like, I definitely do. But he's like, I'll tell you what, are you coming back to the con next year? She's like, yeah, I probably will. I've been here like 3 years in a row now, so I'll probably be back next year. He's
And
like,
we all hated her for that.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But he's like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this personal necklace of mine that my friend made me now. If you come back next year, you can give it back to me in the panel. And went down, walked right up to her. Gave her
I
a
saw
hug
it
and
on
stuff.
video, and I
Yeah.
was like,
I was so glad I got that on video.
Dude,
That was
I'm
awesome.
just sitting there like, first of all, I know this Stephen Amell is an awesome guy.
He's an awesome
He's
guy.
one of those people that, for me, if I ever got anywhere near that level, I
That's
would
what you
want to
would
be
do.
just
Yeah.
that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
And I mean, I'm sitting there like, not crying. I am not crying.
I actually follow him on Facebook, and
Mhm.
it is so refreshing to see somebody who's got that kind of career
Mm-hmm.
using it for something regularly to
Yeah.
reach out and help.
Yeah.
Or to
use
reach
the
out and
celebrity the right
connect,
way.
I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's like,
He's a good dude.
it's not just
Good
me,
dude.
me. I was like, awesome.
Yeah,
for
okay,
sure.
I might be the Mimi guy.
Yeah, you're the Mimi. Not me, it's we.
The Weemy?
The Weeby. It's the sweet one, baby.
So now, you had a story about Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Speaking about, con moments, because there's so many really neat ones when they do things that you weren't expecting. Like I remember one time at one of the panels, I think it was like maybe for the Avengers or something like that, all of a sudden the guy asking the question, you look at him and it's, he's got glasses and all of this on, and he starts talking. It's Nathan Fillion. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
And he starts doing like this because they were talking back then. He was in the talks to be Ant-Man. Everybody wanted him in the universe so bad. And the place went nuts. That was a cool moment. And then another one, this kid comes up dressed in this Spidey outfit that looked Kmart, like pajamas more than anything else. And then at the end, he took his mask off, and it was Andrew Garfield, who had just been cast. And he goes, I cannot tell you how excited I am to be here today. And it was so neat.
That's cool.
But the one that was close to the Arrow one, when Ryan Reynolds had gotten tapped to play Green Lantern, everybody had been asking him constantly to say the oath. And he was just like, I'm not a dancing monkey that says, dance, monkey, dance, that I do when you tell me. He goes, no, I'll do it. When the movie comes out, you'll see it. Don't keep doing that for me. This kid comes up to the con, and he must have been like 6 years old. Little redhead, freckle face, cute little kid. I mean, all you want to do is pinch his cheeks. He had a Green Lantern t-shirt and a Green Lantern ring. And, I mean, somebody could have put him up to it, but it didn't matter, because if you looked at that kid's face, he wanted to say what he said.
Right.
And he said, could you do the oath? And everybody that was in there for the panel was hip to the fact that he hadn't said it, and they were waiting for it, and everybody started just cheering. Yeah, because now they got leverage, right? They got this little kid. You can't say no to the cute kid. And he goes, and he just dips his head, and he looks over at some of his co-stars, and he's like, and brightest day. and all of a sudden, everybody just loses it. And I'll tell you what, it was a goosebump moment, because he all of a sudden went from a regular guy answering questions to an actor. And a really good one.
Yeah.
Because he just said, if I'm going to do it for this kid, I'm going to take, and you're going to get it. And he went 100%. And this kid, at the end, this kid's face was priceless. His face was like this. And he looked over at his mom, and he's like this, and all of a sudden he took his ring and he held it up like this, and Ryan Reynolds saw it already, and he goes, like Wonder Twin Powers, like they were connected. I was like, you are the man.
That's awesome.
You look it up on YouTube, it's the coolest little video. Made me love Ryan Reynolds.
That is awesome.
I was like, you are the man, dude.
That is awesome.
So yeah, Con, I'm very, very not jealous. I'm tickled that you guys got to go.
Yeah, it was great. I
Now,
got to check off everything I wanted to do
There was one thing that you would not like about it.
Okay.
Is just how crowded it is, how packed it is.
I don't like that.
How hard it is to move at times.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and like one time I was walking, and I'm not exactly 8 foot tall. A lot of people don't realize that. I look pretty big on camera.
7'2" is not that close to 8,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Yeah. There's a guy that was behind me that's even taller.
I'm sorry, 2'7".
2'7".
2'7".
Yeah, that might be my belly size. I don't know. 72.
Where's the wetsuit?
Yeah, with the wetsuit. Oh, we didn't get video of that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
daggone it,
man.
You mean you did it and didn't get video?
Yeah,
He
that's
rocked
what,
it, man.
That's
He
what
rocked it.
happened
Josh.
was.
No.
He was on the beach,
Josh-
man. He was pulling honeys with that
Josh,
thing, too.
no.
Let me tell you.
You will not lie for my brother.
So this guy has a kid on his shoulders, and it's right there when the Big Bang Theory guys come out, and we can't move, and this guy keeps bumping into him, and this kid's feet keeps hitting him in the back of the head. I was about to turn around and punch the kid in the face because the guy was too big.
You know what? That does suck. That kind of stuff I can't take. It's like,
Yeah.
I know that you're wanting your kid to be, and you're going to tell me, I was bumping people there with this. I mean, I didn't even care. It's all about him, man. That's
Yeah.
kind of down I am. It's
Yeah.
about him. It's like, no, it was all about you, so you could tell this story about how much it was all about him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
You jackass.
yeah.
Get the kid and
Yeah.
hold him or something.
And I'm like this, dude. If I had a kid and he was under at least 10, there's no way I would take him to that con.
Why?
It's too many people. I mean, it is too easy for a child
To get
in
lost.
that crowd
Mhm.
to. I mean, because I was walking
Or get
behind.
snatched.
Yeah, I was walking behind Peasy. I mean, I was like right behind him, and next thing you know, where did he go in this
Yeah.
huge crowd of
It happened to
people?
me too. I was following D. We're like, we're gonna walk over here to this panel. I looked down at my phone, looked up, gone.
Yeah,
Dude, let me tell you something.
And that's
Those
why-
kind of situations,
Mhm.
not my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, you do. I mean, these parents are braver than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean,
I
my
wouldn't do it.
child, there's no way.
I'm the same way with you. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not Mr. Overly protective.
Yeah.
I want my kids to, be savvy,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean stupid either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, like Connor,
Mhm.
on vacation, because he's getting ready for a Spartan race, they had him say, hey, you got to run while you're gone, just a mile or two every day, just so you don't
Yeah.
peter out.
Yeah.
So to get it done with, so he wouldn't have it hanging over with him, he'd wake up at 6 o'clock, he'd go out and he'd run.
Yeah.
And he was trying to meter out like a mile, like figure out where the mile was.
Mhm.
And one time he came back, and when I talked to him, he goes, man, there was some weirdo like standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Holden's awesome. It's family.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, he had his phone up, like he was talking, and didn't say a word the whole time. It was just kind of watching me. He says, I was ready, man. I was like, I was like, Connor, let me tell you. Put your eyes, the back of your head and your head on the swivel.
Mm-hmm.
And you stick that dude 20 times before you come back home if he touches you, man. That dude is, his new
Now,
name
was
is
he running-
Pincushion.
Was he running on the beach?
No, he's actually,
that-
he ran on the beach the first time, and he
Yeah.
goes, man, that killed me.
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so
That's
he went to
brutal.
the sidewalk and did
Mhm.
it. I didn't run with him. I helped him figure out his pace count for 100 meters.
He's like this. You start here and you go way down there.
Dude,
And
I
then
was
you turn
support.
around and come back.
moral
I had
support.
no intentions of running. He kept trying to get me, and I was like, I'm on vacation.
Mhm.
When I get back, phase 2 of my training for my December test starts
Yeah.
up. This will be the only week this year I don't run until after my test. I'm not running.
Hey.
But in the military, they teach you how to get your pace count
Mhm.
so that you know when 100 meters is.
Yeah.
So that if you're following a map, you can take, and do it. And for
Mhm.
me, like my pace count, it's like 131 steps equals 100 meters. So I did that, and then he was, oh, okay. So anyway, yeah, he figured it out.
That's cool.
Then he didn't like how I did it, so he bought an app, and they said, this one just does it like with a button push.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. So like on mine, it's got an app. You can just go right with it.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
It's like people like, well, get out your map and you turn left at the.
That's my
Address.
mom.
Address.
That's my mom. My mom gives me a map, and I'm like, I've got GPS. Give me an
I was just
address.
thinking about this very thing today. I was like, you got about old man Parrish's house down there and you make a left. I don't know where that is. Don't worry about it. That burned down 20 years ago. So you don't have to worry about that. But you turn left right down there.
Are you my mother giving me directions?
Yes.
Troy, you're going to go down the road. There's going to be a long brown fence. Now, there's always a dog by that fence. Now, when you see that dog, don't turn. Turn the other way when you see the squirrel. I was like, she's giving me directions like that.
It's
and I'm
always
just
a
like-
squirrel.
I was like, if you ever try to give me directions again, I'll kill you. Just give me the address.
Mm.
What if the GPS goes out? It's going to be better than whatever you've
Yeah.
given me.
Because I'm sure that squirrel's not going to be sitting there.
And he's like, hey, hey. So now,
I can see him like this. She said turn this way.
There's a pond right there. I don't care. She said turn.
that's another thing that I did for the kids on vacation.
I
always-
see a squirrel.
I always wait for the squirrel. They always see me. I'm a big reader on vacation. I like to get a book and just get absorbed in it, and
I
it's
don't
a
believe
fun.
you at all.
No, I can read.
I don't believe you at all.
I do.
Every time we give you homework, I didn't get to it, man.
Yeah.
That's why I do it on vacation, because that's my time to do it. But
Wait,
I
did we
don't want to
not
read a
tell him about Secret Empire while he was on vacation?
Like 45 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm reading a book, not a comic. Like a book, like a novel.
I don't know what those things are. Graphic novel, you mean?
Yeah, and ungraphic novel.
Sons of graphics.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't act all highbrow with it because I like to read like the most fun, childish books too.
A lot of Nicholas Spark.
No,
White people kissing.
Danielle Steele. Dude,
I don't even know what this stuff means, but I'm laughing because I'm awkward.
Sure.
One year I rode. It's so sad.
All I know is everyone has Fabio on the front hugging somebody.
Don't you love that? And he's all like this,
Yeah.
looking down at her, and she's looking.
Darling.
No, one year I read Unbroken, about the guy who was in the prison camp.
Hmm.
Became a movie. The book was really good. The movie was incredibly terrible.
Hmm.
My favorite so far was, believe it or not, it was a prequel story on Peter Pan. It was called Peter and the Star Catchers, and turned out to be one of my favorite books of all time. It's almost like reading a Pirates of the Caribbean adventure.
Mhm.
It was like, this is fantastic.
Peter and the Catchers. Huh?
And the Star Catchers.
Yeah.
You know what section you got that from?
The Josh Presnell section.
Oh,
Ladies
J-
and gentlemen, that just happened.
JPZ picks. It's like, oh, that's got to be good.
dude, I got that one right there.
Uh-huh.
Third to left.
Yeah, the Daryl picks that. It's only got 37 pages and a lot of artwork.
Dude.
A lot of them are stuck together.
Yeah, damn.
You know, but Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn, what can you do?
You're gonna kill my story because
Tell us about the catchers.
And the beater.
I didn't get that book. Got a different book. Reader or
Reader.
Riley wanted to do like a little book
You gave
club.
it to your daughter?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You might as well just take her to Comic Con.
Good luck, Riley. I'll see you. I'll see you.
All right, I'm done.
I was like, you're killing me, Josh. It was.
Will, we did that just for you.
She wanted to take and have us both get the same book and do like read the book together and then talk about it like after every couple chapters or whatever.
That's cool.
Like a little book club thing. And so we went to Barnes & Noble's before we left for the beach and found one. It was called The Secret Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally a cool book. It was kind of like the movie or the Netflix things, Stranger Things.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Kind of like that. A little more tame, you know, but it was good.
Mhm.
And so Connor was like, hey, well, I don't want to read a book, but I want to share something with you too. What do you want to do? And I was like, what is your favorite game?
You
on
already told him how to use a blade. What more does that kid
I
want?
know, right? Taking all my time from the Dolphins, kid.
Yeah.
Family.
Rocking chair, man. Rocking chair.
What
Yeah.
can we do while we sit right here?
He taught me how to play Clash Royale,
Huh?
and it's a like Clash of Clans thing. on
Because
the
all you got from me is blink, 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 blink. I have no
Mobile.
idea.
It's a mobile phone game that he likes,
Mm.
and it was cool because he did. He kind of got into teaching me how to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and all right, you're gonna join my friends and mine clan. You know, it was cool.
What's your team's called? The Bearbackers?
I was guessing Brokebackers, but that's neither here nor there.
Let's climb this mountain.
I knew this was gonna happen if you assholes went to the con without me. You're gonna start ganging up on me when you got back.
Let's go talking about books that I found.
you.
Well, after, one thing, I had to leave for a while so he could be alone by himself.
For him?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really need Tylenol, but,
I need a moment. You need to leave.
He had FaceTime with his wife. That's all I know. Claims it's his wife. She's way too pretty for him.
Well, that's true.
But finally, I've said one thing that was true. I can't leave
Just
now.
don't tell her. I don't think she's realized yet.
That's
All
a
right. She's
legitimate.
like, she looks at the photos. She goes, "Yeah, you're right. What am I doing now?"
Let's go talking about books, though. The publisher, my favorite author, Brandon Sanderson, was out there, and I didn't expect them to be there. I didn't know they were there, and I just happened to pass by and was like, "You got anything signed by Brandon Sanderson?" She's like, "Yeah, I got this book, and it's one I didn't have. I had the signed, author-signed edition."
And you didn't know it was him?
Yeah. No, he wasn't actually there. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I didn't know
He
that
was
publishing
hanging out with
company was
Alex
there.
Ross this weekend.
Nah, he wasn't there
Wouldn't
either.
that be awesome? You're
Yeah.
talking to this guy for the whole time.
But it
What's
was
your name?
cool.
Alex Ross. What?
Well, my thing is I know a lot of these guys, their work. The men and women, I know their work. I don't know what they look like.
Right.
So I went up to Alex Garner. Love his artwork. Absolutely.
I wouldn't know what
amazing.
he looked like.
Yeah, so I go up to him, at his booth because sometimes he's not there. He might go get some food or something.
And somebody's
come
there
back.
inking
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, so I'm like, "Are you Alex Garner?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay," because I don't know what you look. I know your work. And so we talked for about 10 minutes, got a picture with him and stuff.
What does he do? What stuff?
Have you seen
DC?
the new 50? Yeah, the new 52 Batgirl. He's got a line of stuff from that that's absolutely amazing. It's not Alex Ross, but it is really good.
Yeah.
Was he a good guy?
Oh yeah, nice guy. And I tell you, the best one I've ever seen. I wish I had a picture with me. It is Wonder Woman number 614. He did the variant cover of it. It is stunning.
Wait a minute. Is that the one that you sent on our messenger where there was two Wonder Womans and one was Alex Ross and there was another one? You sent it.
I think you did. Was he? Maybe it was.
There was
oh,
two
no,
Wonder
yeah.
Woman
Yeah,
portraits.
Yeah,
by
that
Who
was
did?
Alex Ross.
I knew the Alex Ross. Was the other one like Alex
You mean
Ross?
the one that had the two Wonder Woman faces?
Yeah,
each other?
no. Side by side, I think. I got it right here. Hold on.
Because the one I sent, the one that I love from him, it's got Wonder Woman like on glass or mirrors almost that look like it's broken underneath her, and she's on her knees with a sword going through her, and she's looking down, and it's amazing because if you turn it upside down, it looks like she's looking upwards to it. It's just amazing
This one?
art. No,
Yeah, that was Ross.
Are these both Ross? I know that's Ross,
Mhm.
but what is the other one?
I'm not sure.
I was like, I can't wait to ask them.
You know what? I'll see if I can find that book. While y'all chat amongst yourselves.
In the sketchbook that I got of Alex Ross, he did draw like characters as the actors. He had like Michael Keaton Batman and
Oh, okay, cool.
Superman.
Didn't he do like that with Adam West Batman and those guys?
Yeah,
He did
he
that?
did one
Mhm.
of those, yeah.
Dude, I can't believe he wasn't there.
Well,
Dude, he's got it so good. He's got people selling his art for him.
Wow.
Just
dude.
walking around on the
Don't you
floor
wish
and
you could
stuff.
just kind of, it's like, all right,
I
How rich
totally
is he?
said this about 20 times. Like, can I just like, just go to places? I mean, have people do my stuff for me.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
just sit at home, autograph some stuff. Go.
The Xerox
Here
copy
is-
off, $200.
Here's that one.
Oh, wow.
Now turn it upside
now, who is
down.
that, Alex Garner?
Alex Garner. Now turn it upside down. Oh wait. I just realized that the photo's gonna turn upside down too, isn't it?
No.
It didn't.
No.
But you see how the top picture look? It looks like she's looking back up, but almost without a sword in her.
Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
That is absolutely
unreal.
stunning work that he does.
I like the one where Commissioner Gordon's coming in and Batgirl's got her back.
Yeah.
That one was my favorite.
Yeah,
I like
it's
those.
that's the actual first one. I told him this. I was like, this is the cover that I first noticed that you did, and it's got Batgirl with her mask off, and you see Gordon with a gun drawn.
You gotta know it's his
Yeah, it
dog.
doesn't
Yeah.
know, and I'm like, that is awesome.
Now, let me ask you this. Was there an overwhelming
Oh, everything was overwhelming.
presence of one of the movies getting ready to come out, or one of the things like was Justice League all over the place?
No, I don't think anything really was for me. That I didn't.
The main, like, the grand place you want to get if you're the elite of the elite, Hall H. Hall H is where all the big things have their panels. There's
Right.
Stranger Things, DC, Marvel, all the big hitters there. And there were people camping out for the following day, like 10 a.m. the morning before. So you have very little chance of getting in there unless you plan on camping out for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Unless that's what you're there
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. if
Yeah,
you-
because we were talking
yeah.
about it, and I was just like, dude, as much as I want to go Saturday, once I had a lot of the Marvel stuff that he wanted to go to, I was like, dude, I just can't do it, man.
I don't think we would have got in, even if we had started waiting like midday the day before.
Yeah.
We still wouldn't have got in the room.
And now let me ask you, those are the panels. Did they have a Justice League panel where all those guys were there, like Ben Affleck and all of them?
Yeah,
they were
all
there?
there. They were the first thing Saturday morning.
And that's the first day of the con?
No, Saturday
Nah.
was the last.
Last day.
Saturday's
Next-
third day.
Well, next to last day was they have stuff
Okay.
Sunday as well, but
But there wasn't like something that was just like an overwhelming presence, like
no, I mean
remember
like on the exhibition floor itself.
no, like of whatever was trending right now.
No, I mean I I mean it just to me it seemed like everywhere you go, you could find what really you're looking for. I mean
Yeah.
every company had huge booths there.
Got it,
And there was
got
so
it.
much
I mean-
content that they shared time and everything.
Yeah, like I say, the one place that I think was really the most packed was at Warner Brothers, and then right beside that you had a Walking Dead booth as well. And you had some of the guys from Walking Dead come out and sign. I saw a couple of them. I couldn't get anywhere near them.
Who?
Negan and Daryl. I saw those two. There was a woman sitting there. I couldn't quite see who it was. I don't think it was Maggie, because
Oh, she's
she's 2 steps beyond stunning. If you don't know, if you see her outside of a Walking Dead,
She is unreal.
she may be a model.
She is a model.
I mean, absolutely.
She's a British model.
Gorgeous. Well, I knew she was an American model. She ain't that pretty.
It's rough.
I don't remember the last time I saw a really an American supermodel.
I don't know. I don't know any of the supermodels' names.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, I mean.
Kathy
you know-
Ireland was from Ireland.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
Oh, Jenny England. Good to meet you.
Yeah. Top of the morning, dude. Wait, that's
Yeah,
not it.
shrimp on the bobby. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, gosh,
He must work out.
yeah, he must. But I mean, everything to me, gosh.
So
It's-
definitely something you guys are going to start saving for and go next year.
I've already started saving.
Yeah, for sure.
What did Tab say as far as you spending that much money?
She was supportive of it.
Well,
Right
she
from
don't
the
know won't
get-go.
kill her.
Like, she was
Even of
helping
you
me.
doing it again?
Yeah. Yeah, she actually wants to go with Alex, bring our son next year for like a day. Like, let me do the other days, but like just one
She'll
day
stay
so
there
he can
then?
see the floor.
Or
yeah.
just fly back on without you?
No, she'd stay out there and.
I am looking for a
San
roommate
Diego
right
right
now.
Because I mean, you might be at the con maybe 4 or 5 hours, and you can go do whatever the rest of the day.
Yeah, because we were the first day, Wednesday, we were thinking about going to do stuff. I was shot that day.
First day?
Yeah. I mean, I
She's
don't
taking
know
a
if it was,
5-hour energy.
I don't know if it was I don't think Hollywood liked that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Ah.
So yeah,
You should bring it some adrenaline.
slip it in.
Yeah.
I gotta stab him 3 times.
So I mean, I wanted to get up and do something. We were talking about going to SeaWorld, going to zoo and stuff like that. It's like I can't move.
I'm glad.
I'm like, dude,
That's
if you-
more toys I got to buy.
I was like,
No kidding.
if you want to go do something, you go ahead, dude. I can't move.
It's so cool though, because if I was doing something like that
Mhm.
and it was me and you, I would hope that if you got to that point, it
Mhm.
would be like, go do your thing. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, man, I love you, but I didn't come here to lay down
Mhm.
in there. You know, I want to go get some toys too.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the last day, we just get out of the aero panel, and we're getting ready to go to the bus, and I'm like, there's the baseball field right there. You know, the bus drops up right beside the baseball field every day. And I just want to go over there.
That's the hockey field you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid hockey field.
So and I'm like, I just want to go over there where the jerseys that have been retired. They have
Padres?
Yeah, they have their numbers there, big metal numbers. He goes, you just want your picture taken with numbers. I'm
You
like,
made
hell
me take
yeah.
pictures with steel numbers.
And I'm right there. I'm like, there's Tony Gwynn's number.
Number 4.
It was
They
number
could say
18.
that if it was like a Superman, you know,
Yeah.
emblem.
Yeah.
You want to take a
Look at
picture
this. If
with
it
an
was
S.
UFC and you saw GSP in like bronze, you'd be like, oh, give me a picture of this.
If Team Punishment was there, you better believe it.
I did see Tito twice.
Oh, snap.
I mean, it
You
was,
ever met him?
It was a gigantic bobblehead.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're just talking about from the neck up.
No, he's a big person, dude. He's so much bigger than what I thought. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't talking any trash to you.
Yeah. But see, and then there's Jackie Robinson's number. I'm like, I got to. And so I go up to the gate and I'm like, can I just go over there and take pictures with the numbers? Because there's this huge line going around the building, around the stadium. And we found out that's Rick and Morty is having something there.
That must have a huge following.
Oh, it does. I've heard of them. I mean, I never have listened to them.
Yeah.
But every time, like, I look up, you know, maybe Joe Rogan, you know, those suggested videos,
Yeah.
they'll pop up in there sometimes.
You know, Rick and Morty? Yeah, it's a cartoon, right?
I know.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
thought you meant it was like a podcast or something like that.
No.
So,
Rick and Morty in the morning.
You know, they actually, did
I
you
like
see
that.
that Joe Rogan thing he did with Bill Burr where they cartoonized him?
I don't know.
okay,
Oh.
okay, do you still not know that Bill Burr was on Breaking Bad?
No. Where?
You remember the guys with that had all the money? You had the white guy and the big black guy. He was the white guy.
Okay.
The big black guy that was Better Call Saul's bodyguard?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you had the skinny white guy with him.
That was Bill Burr.
That was Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Have you seen F is for Family on Netflix?
No, I've heard about it.
He does the voice for that too.
Yeah, and now I have followed. In fact, he's one of my favorite comedians to listen to right now.
He is hilarious.
He is
Now-
awesome. He is awesome.
So anyway, the guy, he's like, if you just go right over here to this very next entrance, you can go right in. And I'm like, what about this whole line? He goes, you just right over this next one, you have your badge, you sign it, you can go right in. They're having Impractical Jokers there.
To what?
The-
Not the ballpark.
Yes, the Impractical Jokers.
We're in the ballpark.
They have the entire outfield.
So they want people to fill it up.
So I'm like,
I saw
Wait
your
a minute.
picture there.
wait a minute. You're telling me
I can go on the field.
I can go in there. I can go down to the field. He goes, yeah, just go right around there, go down the gate 115, go right, you're right on the field. I'm like, the baseball field. I can be on that baseball field. And Paige is just like, just shut up, Aaron, just go already.
I guess that's cool for you or whatever.
I'm like,
That would be
I
cool.
am drooling because I'm like on a major league baseball field.
I'm gonna go take a nap real quick.
And then you go down and see, all right, the Impractical Jokers are, and I love watching their show.
I hate their show.
Well, they were mentioning you earlier too, but I didn't want to say
They
that.
suck.
They said you suck.
No, I don't. He's totally
They
awesome.
said you did too. They said they didn't listen to your podcast, but they did like mine.
Nobody listens to my podcast. I don't have any
But
microphones.
but I'm sitting there and I'm just like, these Impractical Jokers. This is so cool, man. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this.
That is so cool.
And I don't know. PC may have enjoyed the Impractical Jokers. He might not have. I don't know.
Pull me in under false pretenses. It was called the Petco Park, and I did not see a single dog or cat.
There was none. There was none. That's legitimate.
Do you watch Impractical Jokers?
I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't like specifically.
I
seek
would
out to
not
watch
call those people my friends if they kept making me do that. I'd be like,
Right.
no,
Wait, think about all the money you get for being on TV for doing those things.
it. Right.
no,
Wow.
Just a couple guys hanging out.
dude. The guys that worked for me while I was gone, They told me.
You played some pranks on them, didn't you?
No, they played some pranks on some of the newbies.
Oh, no.
They had this stuff from
I got a story about that too, but go ahead.
hot sauce called Death Nectar.
Mm.
It was the stuff that was on
This already sounds horrible.
Man
Right.
vs. Food, where you take it, and if you're not used to it,
Yeah.
Ugh.
one of them took it, and they were going to give him like $20 each, so he made $40 doing it. He took it, and all of a sudden they said he was on all fours just going, Then later in the day, they had the other guy do it, and all of a sudden the guy grabbed his butt and ran behind the warehouse and came back without a shirt on because he didn't have the toilet paper.
Ah.
It was like,
Ain't nobody grab my butt.
dude.
You lost me right there.
He called poison control. He goes, no, man, it ain't funny, man. Something's wrong with me. There's something wrong with me.
But
not right, man.
back in the day, when we first started hanging out,
Yeah.
in the early 2000s, when I became part of the group,
Yeah.
and then we had another newbie that became part of the group later on,
I'm
Walter
still
Bailey.
I'm
And,
still waiting to be
I
part of it.
remember I was talking about this.
The application's being looked at.
yeah, we didn't like you're too preppy for us.
Yeah, you're prep. Look at a college.
Yeah. So I was like, I still can't believe they didn't let me go through that prank I played on him.
What prank?
Oh, we went to Domino's. I was like, new guy always has to pay.
Dude, I remember that, and I remember he was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
And he got his wallet out, and I think Jamie was like, no, you don't got to do it. Shut up, Daryl.
I was like, man, we had free food. Not only that, if we would have had free food until we had someone else new come in, then we would have had them to do it.
Lord.
Man, we had this.
You should have said, okay, it's not a tradition, but it could have been.
Yeah.
Right.
Dang it, Jamie.
Those are good days, weren't
Yeah.
they? Friday night pizza
Yeah.
at school.
Yeah.
Pizza. Then Jamie would always ruin everyone about cutting the cheese up in there.
Oh,
He'd blow it up.
the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Wheels a little TV in, watch UFC, guy
Yeah.
around. That was good stuff.
That
That
was
tiny
good.
little TV. We had like the bootleg DVD. I mean, the actual real
Yes, of course.
VHS.
It's so funny when I think of those days when people came into that thing, and I'm sitting here as a salesman trying to sell this. Like, okay, there's a box of some mats on the floor, and how much money do you have?
Yeah. I remember in Gold Gym, it's hard to sell when you go, you see those mats lined up over there, stacked up?
We pull them out.
Yeah, you got to pull them out every time we train. And then after class, you got to put them back up after we train.
I can't tell you how successful I felt when we actually opened a legitimate storefront business,
Yeah.
even though it was still like,
Yeah, you had a half, the floor was half mat, half carpet.
yeah, we didn't have enough money
Yeah.
to buy the whole thing,
Yeah.
so we were like, all right, we got to do half and half and
Yeah.
get some carpet in here. Those are good times.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I started in just about the ground floor.
I'll tell you what, though,
Mhm.
we did really good with the students that we had there.
Mhm.
They got good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
What
don't-
happened?
Don't judge a book by its cover, man.
Yeah.
We didn't have the biggest school. It wasn't the prettiest. It wasn't the most well equipped. But boy, they got good.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Good times, good
Yeah.
times. Because I was thinking about that first crew that I started with back at Gold's. I was like, man.
Andre, you,
Mhm.
Heather.
Um,
Who else was there?
Brett was there.
Yeah, Brett was
Um,
there.
I'm trying to remember if Ross was there yet or not. 'Cause I think he started there. I don't know if he was there right when I got there, right after. Jason, he started not long after I was
Jason
there.
and Rick.
Yeah.
Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Paris Lennon, football
Yeah.
player. He was there for a
Mhm.
while.
He was there for a bit.
Yeah, he almost knocked me out. I sold that really, really good.
It was such a good thing though because we had so many people coming in because it was gold and we had
Mhm.
this window, so everybody was lifting and they got to see what we were doing. And they're
The
like, I want to do
fishbowl.
that.
Mm.
The fish bowl.
That's how we started because
That's
people
actually
could
how I
see.
started because I was like, I need something cardio.
Yeah.
So I'd been on dialysis forever. I just kind of started lifting, and I transitioned from a physical therapy because my bones were about falling apart.
All right.
So and I was like, I need some cardio. And I saw a step class. I saw something. I was like, that's not quite.
What'd you think after your first class?
Well, I think
Or your first couple, I guess.
I will say this. I thought more highly of y'all than y'all thought of me.
Why?
The glasses, the Malay.
This is true. I just wanted you to say it.
And I was like, man, these guys are pretty cool. I think I might fit in pretty good here.
Lesbian seagull. That's what he looked like.
That was awesome. I had the BCs
Used to be.
rocking. I was rocking the BCs. Man. And I could do this, and I had stuff going on. It was
I
awesome.
remember like when we were like, you got to cut the mullet, and we need some new glasses. Once we brought him in, we're like, look, we're friends now. This cannot fly. Come with us. He got like the makeover, and all of a sudden he came out, and that's when he was all wham. Came into your own.
I didn't get jacked up until much later. These guys didn't help me at all. They ignored me. After every class, though, I
We
will say
gave
this.
you your due.
At the end of every class, I will say this with zero hesitation. I was the only one that stayed in there working on that heavy bag after every single class.
You did.
I was in there day and day. Y'all guys would probably say, this guy, he won't leave.
Hey, Dennis Hayes said, "Do you goons even look to see who's watching you guys?"
I am actually looking on here, and it says one person's watching, but I have not had a single comment all night.
Oh. Dennis, we haven't seen anything because Daryl hasn't seen. Is it because of the internet connection? in
No,
Daryl's
everything
house?
seems fine. I mean,
Say
it's
hi,
different.
Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Not you. I'm talking to Dennis.
Well, I'm not a monkey. I'm not jumping through. Hi, Dennis.
Say the oath. Say it. Dance, monkey, dance.
What time are we at?
Hammer. We're like exactly 1 hour.
Ooh.
You know that whole Spider-Man thing we were going to talk
That's
about?
what I was trying to.
Look at him. He's like, let's talk about this. It looks like it's making its way to next week.
Yeah.
Because I'm going home.
There is something I do want to do next week or the week after.
What?
When I was at Comic-Con, I bought Super Fight. I've been wanting to play this for a long, long time since I first saw it.
What is it, a game?
It's a
a
card
card game,
It's a
yeah.
card game. Each person gets 3. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere unless you feel like it. Then go somewhere since there's no one watching but us.
Dennis is watching.
Super Fight.
Super fight.
Now, basically, you get 3 cards. You get a character card, an ability card, and another card. Like this one has Pirate, swinging a shark on a chain. That is his weapon.
That's what the weapon I want.
And he's got on a Segway. So that's how he gets around on a Segway. And,
Paul Blart.
And this is, he's going against the kindergarten class, and they breathe fire wearing a jetpack. And then you argue who's got the best character and who would win in a fight.
Okay, look. Normally, I think all of these kind of games are just like, not me. That one might be.
Yeah, right.
I was like, man, he already hates my game. He ain't even tried.
No, I'm not a card game. Krista always wants to play games, and I hate them.
And
That might be
And
fun.
also
That
got
sounds
like
pretty
some
cool.
expansion decks with it too, because they had them pretty cheap there compared to normal. So I was like, I'm going to get some of those as well.
Can you type on the comments there?
Wow, is he typing something on them?
I don't know. He said, "Do you ever look?"
I've been looking.
I'm going to say it just in case he got off on that one time.
Yeah, I bet he
Shout
did.
out to Dennis Hayes,
Yeah,
Hybrid
baby.
Martial Arts, Roanoke, Virginia. Brother from another mother.
Mm-hmm. There is a little show. Yeah, I just got that message too. I'm not a goon, Dennis Hayes. I'm way too pretty for that. You're a goon. And until I see you in person, then you're one of my BFFs.
Now. Oh, he said there's a bunch of comments. You guys can't see them apparently.
Ah.
I don't see any. He's absolutely
I
right
got
about
that.
that. I mean, can he see us? Does it look like we're live on there?
Does it look like we're live on there, D?
Oh. I just hit refresh on here. I see a ton of crap now. Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
because you guys were talking when I sent that talk to text, it's all kinds of, look up Alina. Does it look like we're live on there?
Wow. You know, guys that have been watching, I'd like to apologize. I thought it was on here and just no one was watching. There is a ton of comments on
Yeah,
here.
for sure. Dude.
Well, talk to us, man. Give us some comments, and then we'll close out the show.
Yeah. Okay, here's one from somebody, I don't know who it is, but it says goons.
I bet you I got an idea.
Yeah, some of the guys are kind of chatting back and forth. The Doom 143 is on here. Seeking Nimerick Comics, they're on here.
Seeking, I'm a fan of your profile pic, bro.
Show me.
Yeah. He's the guy. There's a comic book I bought just for him. I need his address. Mail it to me. There's one he did want. I could not get, but I got something for you, man. I got something for you. If you're still on here. Let's see who else has been on tonight. Just those two. Fish Tropic. He's on. He's on here all the time. Good dude.
What about Funk Off?
He's probably has to work tonight. In Ohio.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can hear the delay. That's hilarious. Troy, look up. Don't look at your phone.
Hey, Troy, why don't you just keep watching that? Dennis, I see it now. It's just doing no one any good right at this moment. I'd like to apologize for others who had comments, and I totally did not see a single one of them. You know what? We're just going to sit here and watch Troy watch us.
I look dumb looking at my own phone.
That's not why you look dumb.
Oh,
Dude, you lob it over the plate, then a swing away.
You
Swing
know,
away, Merrill. Swing away.
We hit that right over the hockey fence.
smack that puck right
The
out of the
hockey fence. You want to take pictures with numbers? Whack! Yes, we want to take pictures
That
with
seriously, I
numbers.
was going.
I did. I thought about it and I was like, you go spit on your equipment.
it was direction toward you.
that would be a mistake.
Yeah. Now we get that hair a little stiffer there. You know.
All right.
Don't be picking on my
Dude,
lack of.
dude, I'm just saying, y'all can style. Y'all got the gel and stuff. Y'all do
Take the
that.
hat off. Let's see it.
I got a nice ring because in my head is so big, so I got the ring.
Oh.
So,
I went into a burning ring
I
of
did
hair.
it my way.
What do we got next week coming up?
I guess we'll talk about Spider-Man.
Hey,
Maybe.
you know what else comes
And
out
we're going
this
to play
weekend?
some games.
Okay, then we can do the games. That's
And
cool. The Dark Tower comes out this weekend. Me and
I am
Connor are
looking
gonna
forward
go
to
see it.
that.
That looks pretty
Did anybody see Planet of the Apes yet?
Nope.
Gosh, I love that movie.
That
was
weekend,
one.
we just had so much going on,
Mhm.
getting ready for the week coming up. That we were like, hey, let's just stick around here.
Yes, I
And
definitely want to see it.
see
There's a con in Roanoke this weekend, but I'm hearing really bad things about it, so I'm probably going to be skipping it.
who's doing it?
I don't even know who's doing it, but from what I've heard, there might be just a very small handful of artists there. So, Peasy, where's the book?
That is on the day 3 podcast that we did live from the con.
Dang, Dennis, that's what he thinks about you.
If I knew the answer, I'd tell you.
That's my precious. I can't bring
My
it. Can't bring it.
precious. It's locked up in a vault somewhere.
Locked in the vault.
See, next week we'll actually try to get to. There's one other thing I meant to talk about. This won't take but say yes, and it is sports. But we were talking about book club. You're talking about book club. There's this guy. He played at Georgia, and now he plays for the the Patriots. And when he got to college, he realized I cannot read as good as these other people. I feel just completely stupid in here.
I cannot read as well as these other people.
Yeah, I know. And they spell it R-E-D.
D-E-R.
I cannot read. But he
Red rum.
Hey, what's this? It's a hack.
Is that my boy?
What is that? It's a hack.
All right, check this out. This is the coolest screen name of all time. This is my brother from another mother.
Oh, I'm the
Will.
I'm the D.
Weather.
It's a hack.
It's a.
Will Dorsett,
white
what is
thing.
up?
It's a hack.
So anyway,
I gotta tell you what it's a hack means.
I know what it's a hack means.
I know, but we're talking to the people in
Oh.
YouTube land.
Hey,
All right, check it out. We had a buddy of ours, and he had a screen name that he wanted to use, and Will snagged it from him. He used to sign stuff, Issahack. I'm like, what the heck is Issahack? And he goes, that's what we do. Issahack Martial Arts. I was like, well, what's it mean? He goes, it's an acronym. It stands for, it sure as hell ain't karate. I love Issahack.
the good old days. May I?
Yes?
So anyway, this guy Malcolm Mitchell, he finally decides, you know what? I need to be able to read because I feel dumb in these classes. And he's in there, and so he goes to a library, and he meets this librarian. She's like 60 years old, and this guy is like 18 years old, first year in
Today,
college.
Junior.
If you don't shut the up, I will get the heck
You missed my
all
sleeping
over
with my
your
eyes open.
Get to the point.
You know what?
No, come on, no. I need to know about Malcolm.
So anyway, why this guy's asleep over here? Which, by the way, he does legitimately snore a lot. And loud.
Gotta throw you under the
right.
bus.
That is a legitimate fact. I asked Tab about it. She goes, "Yes, it's true." But anyway, so he's talked to this librarian. He's like, "Can you recommend a book for him?" She goes, "Well, what do you like?" He's like, "Just any book. I don't care. I just want to be able to read better." She goes, "Well, our book club is reading this one right now." He goes, "A book club? They have those?" And
Poor
she's like, "Yeah." He's like, well, "How would I join one? Can I join your book club?" Now, it's like these 10 women. The youngest one is about 50 years old. White, all these white women.
Hotties.
Yeah, that's his kind.
I'm old.
Giggity. So,
Giggity.
and so they're like, she goes, "Well, let me ask everybody in school. Sure, you can
Yeah, we
definitely
may
come."
not like you enough.
Yeah, so everybody's like, "Sure, definitely." So if he wants to learn to read, definitely. So they're like, "He ain't ever coming."
Right.
And all these years later, he still goes. He just had his rookie year for the New England Patriots. He became one of the biggest players in that big comeback they had in the Super Bowl. He just wrote his first book for kids.
He wrote one.
Yeah.
Good
and
for
he
him.
still keeps in touch with that book club and keeps reading with that book club.
No
And
way.
he just
That's
signed
cool.
a contract to write, I think, 3 or 4 more books, children's books. He goes around to children's to schools for children, and he hands out these books, and he sits there and reads the book with them.
Dude, that's fantastic. Now that's
And
a
I
feel
know,
good
and you're
story.
still asleep too over here, non-appreciative. That wasn't even about sports. That was about helping children and giving back.
The dark peasy.
Yeah.
No heart.
The dork peasy?
Dork peasy. Yeah, the dork peasy.
The dork peasy. Okay, guys. That's all we got. We're like an hour 10. We're sorry we're 10 minutes over, but you know we haven't seen each other for like a month.
A month.
Yeah. So
It's good seeing you.
you guys got
Missed you
anything
guys.
else?
No, not for this week.
Good.
To be
T-Rizzle?
continued.
See ya.
And you guys have an incredible day.